Okay. I received some questions that people want me to answer regarding to South Korea and studying here. So I'm just gonna go through the questions real quick and answer them. Um, the first one was just questions about me. So I'm 19 right now. I'll be 20 this summer. So yeah, I'm a 93 baby. I go to a school in Baltimore, Maryland, and right now I am at Chonam National University, which is in Gwangju, South Korea. It's at the bottom of South Korea. How did I get here? Okay, at my school, it's not it's common for students to travel to Korea, but most students don't travel to Korea for an entire semester. This is actually the first time that students from my university came to South Korea for the entire semester, and it's me and another female, and we're like the pioneers of this program for our school because everyone comes here during the summertime. Chonam has a international summer program where students from all over the world come and study for a few weeks at Chonam, but uh, it's not common for kids from the U.S. come all the time, but from my particular university, it's not as common. I really wanted to leave the U.S. and come to a different country, and because Chonam offered us a full scholarship to come here, uh, I just chose to come to Chonam. The next one, racism in Korea. Koreans, I don't want to say that Koreans are racist because they're not. They're just a very homogeneous society. So whenever they see people who aren't or who don't look like them, then they may treat you just a little different. It's not it's most of the time not even in a bad way. It's just it's not as it's not socially acceptable in the US like the way they treat you sometimes because uh me before now I have braids, but before I had a afro, and people would like look at it like really strangely and then try to touch it. And now that I have braids, like I literally had this old man walk up to me in the middle of the store. I had no idea who he was. First time I'd ever seen this person, just a random guy off the street. He walks up behind me and like grabs the back of my hair and pulls it towards him, and he's like staring at it and he's just going for it. And I was a little weirded out, and he was like, "Oh, it's so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful." And I know that that's like, okay, I guess it's a compliment. Thank you. But at the same time, it's just like Koreans don't have a sense of they don't have a personal boundaries don't exist here. Like people will walk up to you and just touch your hair or my skin definitely. They'll walk up, they'll touch your skin, or they'll ask you questions like, "Oh, is this your skin after you wash it?" I hope so. Because if it's not, then it's a lot of years worth of not washing on here. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that they've seen black people on TV, maybe, but they'll walk up, they'll do weird things, and it's it's just not socially acceptable in the U.S. or probably other countries for that matter. But they do it here, and it's not that they're racist because I don't think they're racist. I think they're just curious. They don't treat me bad at all. Like everywhere I go, like everyone's always trying to be like super helpful, or they'll try to speak to me in English because everyone here wants to practice English. So they'll try to speak to me in English, or they'll if I go to a restaurant, this was cool. Like I went to a restaurant, like three different restaurants, and each time I was with a Korean friend, and me and my Korean friend would go to the restaurant. We'd have our meal, and then a waiter or a waitress would come over and be like, "Oh, do you want tea or coffee or something?" Like there are some restaurants that tea and coffee, it's normal that you get it. But at these particular restaurants, it was just me and one other Korean friend that I was with, and it's happened 3 times. Uh, I went to the restaurant, and afterwards they asked me for if I wanted tea or coffee. I was like, sure. So they gave me like complimentary tea and coffee, and because it happened to me before, and in the other restaurants, it was custom. Like after you eat, you get your tea and coffee. Like it comes with the meal, but uh, like that happened twice at this restaurant, Pasta Queen, and it was pretty cool. But then, like the next 3 times I went out, it was different restaurants, and then people came up. They asked me if I wanted tea or coffee, and then they gave me and my Korean friend tea and coffee after we ate. And that's why I left. I was like, "Oh, so they do that like every restaurant?" And she said, "No, they only do it in certain restaurants, but for some reason, they do it for you because you're different, and they want you to like Korea or like their place. You come back and give them more business or something. So because I'm foreign, they will give me extra stuff. Yeah. um, but I don't. I think it really depends on where you live. If I were to live on the countryside, I think it may be a little different because uh, I don't know, people are usually older and maybe not as accepting to foreigners coming into the country. But I'm in the city, so everyone here is kind of maybe not used to seeing so many foreigners, but they aren't. I mean, it's just it's okay that we're here. All right. Uh, boys. I think I should do like a whole separate video on boys because uh, it's a lot. The guys are very feminine. So I've never in my life seen a guy put on eyeshadow or put on like face cream in the morning before going out to start their day. And I don't mean like getting some lotion or getting like a just a face cream that you get at the store and putting on face cream, but like they go through the entire regimen. Like they have their toner, they have their cleanser, they have their the cream, they have stuff that they put on for like everything. Like they have so much stuff that they put on their face. They do very feminine things like guys will hold hands with each other. Guys will sit on each other's laps. They will wrap their arms around their friend. Uh, like if the guy is sitting, like I'm sitting down, like the guy will come up behind me and like wrap their arms like around me and put their hands on my chest. Like that's something a guy would do to a girl, but here guys do it to other guys. And then it's very different because then the girls will do the same things to each other. Like the girls will be holding hands or the girls will be linking arms. Like they really like holding each other here. I haven't been held so much. Like the first day I came here, like this girl who I had just met, like she walks up to me and she grabs onto my arm. She's like, "Okay, now we're friends." Like they just like grab onto you. Coffee. God, coffee, coffee shops, coffee anything. If these people are not, well, these people, if if they are not pumping caffeine into their body like 24/7, like this it's ridiculous. I've never seen so many coffee shops on one street before in my life. Like in the US, you'll have small coffee shops and then you'll have the bigger Starbucks or whatever other coffee shops that there are. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know. Um, they have so many coffee shops. You walk down the street, and I lie to you not, there is a CU, a coffee shop, a club, a coffee shop, another convenience store, a coffee shop, a glasses place, a coffee shop, and then they also have like buildings that go up. So you'll have like a Dunkin' Donuts which are like donuts and then coffee. And then right next to it, there's Holly's, which is a coffee shop. And then right next to that, there is Starbucks. And then right next to that is like this knockoff Starbucks. And like there's so much coffee in one street that you really have no reason to ever say, oh, I have nowhere to go get coffee. Because they even have like the little small, like family coffee shops in the corners. And I'm not even like exaggerating. Like there's so much coffee here. Just me walking from one class to another class, I guarantee you I will pass 15 coffee shops. There are so many that it's crazy. I don't drink coffee. So the first thing that the first place that you get invited to is to a coffee shop. So you come here and you meet all your Korean friends. You meet all your foreign or Wegugan friends, and all of the Korean students. If they first meet you, they'll say, "Oh, we should have coffee sometime." Okay. So we go, and they'll say, "Oh, where's your favorite place?" There are so many. I don't have a favorite place. But I never get coffee. I always get tea because I don't like coffee. I don't like I I've never really liked coffee. I've always gotten a tea, like a green tea or a lemon tea or a raspberry tea. They have like this really good fruit teas, like 5 different fruits like mixed together, and I like tea. I'm a tea person. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I thank you for your questions, and hopefully you guys like keep asking, because like the more questions, the more I get to do them. I wish everyone who wants to come to Korea success in their Korean endeavors, because Korea is a beautiful place to visit. It's amazing here, and I would definitely stay longer if I could. I'm only here for the semester, and I actually leave at the end of next month. So, I mean, I've loved being here as long as I have been here, and I don't know. I wouldn't not come here if I was given a second chance. I would definitely do it again, like over and over again, because this is a pretty amazing country. I really like it here. And uh yeah, like any other questions that you may have, go ahead and ask, and I will do my best to answer them. And I will see you guys around.